Hey everybody, it's Lady Led. Today I'm getting ready to put some of the elderberries that we gathered back in August. I put them in the freezer and I froze them, and now I've got this nice bag of frozen elderberries. But what I'm going to do with them today is make a syrup. Right now, this time of year, you know, you really need to boost your immunity. Plus, with all the extra stuff that's going on in the world, some of us could really use this right now. So I want to share with you what I do, how quick, simple, and easy it is, and what I do to preserve it. Steps of this process is really simple. I'm just going to take about 3 cups of water, turn my heat on high, and then I'm going to add a half a cup. So I'm going to do 2 of these, a whole cup of actual berries. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to simmer it for about 45 minutes. Now, you may notice that there's some stems in there. That's okay. All of that's going to be strained out at the end of this process. But what I really want you to look at is already, look at that color. Look at that deep purple, dark color. Wow. Now, there are some safety guidelines for using elderberries. Please, y'all. And please look this up as well, but do not eat the whole berry raw, okay? They need to be cooked and strained. You're only using the juice. Now, what exactly is the toxin and what does it do? I've just heard that it can make you really sick. I don't know what else worse can happen, so go look that up. But make sure you don't eat any elderberries, okay? Make sure they're cooked and that you only use the juice. I got one more ingredient I want to add while this is getting ready to come to a boil and simmer. I'm going to go outside and grab some ginger. All right, here's my ginger pot. I actually, after it got cold, I brought it into the greenhouse. And I did not harvest them. I've been kind of harvesting them as I go, and just a little bit at a time. So that's what I'm about to do now. Just get a little piece, and I'm leaving the rest to overwinter out here in the greenhouse. Let's see if I can find it good. Oh, the seeds already kind of sticking out. Oh, there's ants in here. All right, so I can see a piece right here. I'm just gonna, there's even more of it. I can feel it. It goes all the way over here. I don't wanna uproot the whole thing. I just want a piece. There we go. Ooh, that's a nice piece. All right, we're gonna bring it in the house. Oh, that's a nice. Oh, and it smells so good. You can tell this is a new piece of ginger just because of how light it is. It's not dark and dull. That's nice. That's all new growth right there. It's really powerful. So I just really don't need that much. So I'm just gonna maybe take this little piece right here. There we go. It's getting there. It's getting there. In just a few minutes, you can already see that liquid is deep purple now. And now all I'm going to do is use my shredder and shred it into the pot. You can see that ginger is in there. Now we're just gonna let this simmer just like this for 45 minutes. Now you may be wondering, where's the sugar? Okay, so I'm not adding any sugar. The only two ingredients I'm using is elderberry and ginger. Now, you can add a number of other things just to kind of, you know, supplement it even further. But I'm just using those two things for now because I can always add those other things later. What we'll be using to sweeten it, and just a little bit, will be raw honey. I highly recommend that more than sugar because there are other protective properties in the raw honey that sugar just doesn't have. So that's another reason why my syrup is not thick and syrupy. But that's okay. There's tons of recipes all over. Just do a search and find one that works for you. It's been 45 minutes. It's time to get these elderberries strained. Berries are now, they have less color because all of their color is now in this liquid. I got my strainer. I'm gonna strain them directly into this cup right here. And I'm just gonna probably do just half of the berries first. And these berries are still full of juice, so I need to, see that? Smash the rest of the juice out. Oh yeah. That works a lot better. And you can see in there are seeds and pulp that's gonna be left behind. I have no idea if there's any useful thing you can do with it after this. I just know you're not supposed to eat it. Round two. Now you can see the ginger. So we started with 3 cups of water and 1 cup of elderberries, and we ended up with just under 1.5 cups of juice. What I'm gonna do with this now is I'm going to actually freeze some. I'm gonna keep some to use and freeze some. And here's why I'm freezing it. Because you can only use 1 to 2 tablespoons of this at a time. So it'll go bad before you ever get to use all of it. So you gotta do something. So what I'm gonna do is just freeze it for now in small little increments. I'm gonna use my silicone muffin tin. And that way, I'll just have it ready to go whenever we need it. If I had the smaller muffin, like the mini muffins, that probably would be better. I would prefer that because I'm only gonna put a little amount in this. What I'm gonna do to make up the difference is just use this tablespoon. I'm gonna measure out 2 tablespoons for each one, and then I'll freeze it that way. This just helps it not go to waste. All right, we're gonna wait for them to freeze, and then we're gonna put them in a storage bag, and that's it. You'll have 2 tablespoon servings in each little frozen, I don't even know, pellet, elderberry pellets. I don't know, what would you call it?
Biscuit.
Elderberry biscuit.
Yeah.
Because it's in the muffin pan.
Yes.
So that's what we'll call them, frozen elderberry biscuits. That all you gotta do is get you some hot water, put your little elderberry biscuit in there, a little honey, and you're good to go. All right, it's been about 3 hours. Let's see. All right, let's get them out. And now it's just a matter of getting them out. And that's why I love this silicone. Look at that. Ooh. Put them back in the freezer, just like this.